Welcome back to Lo-Fi Music Theory. It ain't fancy, just effective. This is lesson 19, Transposing. To transpose in music means to move it from one key to another. And if you understand everything we've discussed so far about scales and chords and the number systems that create them and the relationships between them, transposing is not that hard. It's just a matter of plugging in numbers and transferring those numbers between keys. For our example, I'm going to use Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star in the key of C. I'm pretty confident most of you will know this song. Just in case, I will play it. Now, for the sake of space, I only wrote out the parts of the song that we need. I didn't show every repeat. Those of you who know it, you know that you have the first main melody here, the next part there, that gets repeated, and then you do that again. Now, I'm going to come down and play it real quick for those of who may not know it. Repeat the first part. Okay, so pretty simple song once again. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky, and then repeat the first four measures. Okay, now I wrote it out in the key of C to keep it simple. So let's say you are doing this song or working with a singer doing this song. So one of the common reasons to transpose is that it may not fit, the piece of music you're doing may not fit a singer's voice in the current key. So say that you are a singer or working with a singer and they say, you know what, I can't sing in the key of C, that is too high. Let's move it down one key, all right? Well, if you are accompanying that singer, meaning they're doing the melody and you're doing chords, all you've got to worry about are the chords, and that's pretty simple. You've got your chords, excuse me, I'm shaking the phone here. You've got your chords, all right? And they say, try moving it down a step. Well, you know that means you just move every chord down one step. Now you go by the musical alphabet first. You're thinking that, but you're also thinking half steps on your keyboard. So let's do that. Let's just do chord symbols first. C goes down a step to B. It's B. F goes down a step to E. C becomes B. F becomes E. C becomes B. See, everything goes down one half step. G7, I could have just left that G. I should put that 7 in parentheses. Okay, but G becomes F sharp. Now, why is it F sharp, not G flat? Let's show that at the keyboard, okay? All right, now here's G. Down a half step is here. Now, I'm flatting it, and they say, well, why is it F sharp and not G flat? In the key of B, B is the key of 5 sharps. Now, I'm going to be writing them out in a minute. Actually, I should have left myself more room, but we have to show the chord in relation to its new key, okay? In the key of B, F is sharp. If I call it G flat, that will contradict the key. It doesn't work. So it's F sharp, even though I'm moving the chord down one step, one half step, okay? Now, let's keep going. C becomes B. And then there it is again. By the way, I didn't have to rewrite it, but I just want to be thorough. F becomes E. C becomes B. G becomes F sharp. 7 if I want to make it 7. Okay, so I've transposed the chords into the key of B. All right, so now I've got these chords, the chords, the key of B. Twinkle, twinkle, little star in the key of B. Now, let's do the melody, okay? Same thing applies, same guideline applies. You just move every note down a step. C, C goes down, each note goes down a step to B, B. G, G goes down to F sharp, F sharp. And then by the rules of music notation, I only have to write the sharp once per measure. Okay, A becomes G sharp. I'm going to really condense my writing here. 2 G sharps. Let me get the key signature of B so we can see this. I did not leave myself room to write it. I'm going to do it here, okay? All right, so the key of B, key signature, is F sharp. C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. These are the 5 sharps of the key of B. So G sharp becomes, or excuse me, G becomes F sharp, half note. F sharp becomes E, 2 E's. 2 E's become 2 D sharps. Measure, that's supposed to be D sharp. Okay, 2 D's become C sharps. Sharp for that. And C becomes B. All right, over here, 2 G's become 2 F sharps. F sharp. 2 S become 2 E's. 2 E's become 2 D sharps. That's sharp, sharp. It's supposed to be D, D. And the D becomes C sharp. Now, I know my writing is a little sloppy. Bear with me. I'm at an awkward angle here. But I want you to see this, okay? So, B, F sharp, G sharp, F sharp, E, D sharp, C sharp, B, F sharp, E, D sharp, C sharp. But let me just play that real quick. All right, so new melody. And then it repeats. So all we did, we moved everything down a half step from the key of C to the key of B. Done. And that is transposing. Now, if you feel like you understand it, you can stop here, but I'm going to keep going. Let's say we wanted to move to another key. Excuse me, I got to shift my chair. Let's say we wanted to go to a key that's further away. Now, it is interesting, and notice, as I mentioned before, that even though the keys of C and B are half step apart, they're wildly different. No sharps and flats to 5 sharps. So it changes a lot. Let's say we wanted to jump to a key that's further away from C. Further away as in distance-wise. All right, so let's say I want to go to the key of F. I'm going to write it down here at the bottom. Give myself room. Key signature. Okay, we're going to go to the key of F. Those of you who know, key of F is B flat, is 1 flat. We'll do 4/4, ultra thorough here. All right, key signature. Okay, I'm going to go to the key of F. Now, if you remember the relationships of intervals, look at the intervallic relationships of your melody, and you just plug it into your new scale. Now, first of all, let's actually write out the scale of F. Okay, so F, key signature. Come on, marker. Key signature. Okay, we've got F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, and then octave would be F. Okay. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now remember, everything is numbers. Everything is a formula of numbers, okay? In the key of C, this is 1, this is the first note, and the 5th note, and the 6th note. Well, if we know that relationship, we just plug it into the scale of F, okay? So let's come down here, we got F, 2 Fs, F, F, C, C, D, D, C. I'll put the stems later. Well, we'll be through. Okay, stems. Okay. Okay, and then the 4th note, the 3rd note, the 2nd note, the 1st note. All right, well, let's do it in the key of F. That's the B flat, A, G, G, half note F. Stems. Okay, and then the next part of the melody, the 5th note, the 4th note, the 3rd note, and the 2nd note, we do that here. That's going to be C, C, B flat, stems, A, G. All right, so it's a little sloppy. Let's try to make that better. All right. So there you go. This is Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star in the key of F. Let me play it real quick. The 1st note, the 5th note, the 6th note, the fifth note, the fourth, the third, the second, and the first. Now the fifth, the fourth, the third, and the second. Okay, and so on. All right. F, F, C, C, D, D, C, B flat, A, G, G, F, C, C, B flat, A, G, and that would repeat and so on back. All right, so we can transpose this to any key we want to. It's just change or carrying the relationships over into any new scale. All right, and then chords. Okay, let's analyze this with the number system. This is the 1 chord. Whoop, 1. This is F is the 4 chord. I did not leave myself room. I'm going to put it in right there. And when the G happens, or the G7, that's the 5 chord or 5/7. So there's only 3 chords, okay? The 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord that we need for the harmony. So we just carry those chords over to the key of F. Let me just erase this so we're not getting confused. Okay, so the 1 chord in the key of F is the F chord. All right, let's put it here. F chord. The 4 chord in the key of F is the B flat chord. The 1 chord is back to the F chord. The 4 chord is the B flat chord. The 1 chord is the F chord. Okay. The 5 chord is our C chord, or C7 if we want it to be 7. The 1 chord is the F chord. Okay. The 1 chord again is the F chord. The 4 chord is the B flat. The 1 chord is the F. And the 5 or 5/7 in the key of F is C, or C7. All right, we'll just, here, 1, we'll be really thorough here. 1, 4. 1, 4. So you see it. The 1 chord. The 5 chord. The 1 chord. The 1 chord again. I didn't really have to rewrite it, but you know, analysis. The 1 chord and the 5 chord, or 5/7. Okay, so we have analyzed this little melody. We've talked about the numbers, the scale degrees of the melody, the numbers of chords, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5. Okay, so there you go. We could do this all day. I mean, there are 12 major keys, right? But hopefully it has made sense. You understand how it works. Now it's a little sloppy, but remember it says low 5, but the information is all there. That is transposing a melody. Let me pull back so you can see it all. And thank you for watching.